As an avid hiker, you've likely encountered problems with your feet, including complete or partial toenail loss. Today I'm going to talk to you about the best way to treat toenail loss on and off the trail. But before I do, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Ryan Berg, and I've been practicing podiatry for over 40 years in Seattle, Washington. I've written an ebook called How to Buy Hiking Boots. While I originally wrote this book to help people prevent plantar fasciitis, much of the information is also important in preventing toenail problems. Please check it out in the description below. Also, if you find this information helpful, please remember to like, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the bell so you can receive a notification every time I release a new video. Perhaps you lost a toenail recently. You're on a hike, and you started to notice your toes brushing the tops of the inside of your shoes. Maybe you even felt some pain. But you were mid-hike with friends and you didn't want to turn back. At some point, you took off your boot and then checked out your toenail. Not only had it turned a nasty shade of purple, but the nail was coming off. Now what? Should you ignore it, rip off the offending nail, or perish the thought, call the ranger station to get some help? Before I tell you how to treat it, here's what to expect if you haven't had this experience. While your toenail might detach completely, partial detachment is more common. Likely there will be bleeding, also known as subungual hematoma, and possible pain due to the buildup of blood under the nail. So what's the right thing to do on the trail? First, don't rip it off. Secure it with tape or bandage to your toe to protect the underlying area to prevent infection. Always carry salt with you. Prepare a saltwater solution and soak your toe for 15 minutes. This not only aids in preventing infection, but also provides relief by drawing out some of the blood. After soaking, apply a topical antibiotic like Bactroban or Neosporin or triple antibiotic and cover the area with a bandage. Another thing you can do to relieve pressure on your toes is change the lacing on your shoes. Instead of lacing them starting at the bottom, skip the bottom set of eyelets and start with the next set up. Once you return home, trim away as much of the nail as possible with toenail clippers to allow the underlying nail bed to heal. Continue daily soaking in warm water with Epsom salts for 10 minutes. If pain intensifies or you notice red streaks traveling up from your toe or pus, see your podiatrist or seek other medical attention promptly, as these are signs of infection. When pain and redness develop behind the cuticle, it means the nail is detached and should probably be removed. While knowing how to manage toenail loss is crucial, prevention is preferable. One of the most important things you can do is ensure you have your boots or hiking shoes that fit properly. As we age, our feet can get longer due to weight gain and falling of the arches. So be sure to get your feet measured before you purchase your next pair. If your boots are too short, your toes will hit the inside of your boot. If they're too long, your feet are more likely to slide forward into the top of the boot. Both can cause damage and eventually toenail loss. Even with a properly fitted boot, you may still slide forward. To avoid this, these two lacing techniques can help. If you have hiking shoes, use the extra eyelet on the top of your boot to create a heel lock. This will allow you to keep your feet back in the shoes. In order to show you how to use the heel lock to keep the foot back in the shoe, we'll demonstrate it on this shoe here. You can see on the left a loop has already been formed. We'll do this on the right, where we take the shoelace, go out through the top of the shoe, and back in the other hole, and now we have two loops on either side. Once we pull those up a little bit, we cross over like you usually would so that you can tie your laces. And what will happen? As you pull this down, you'll see this forming and cinching up on the side of each side. So you get more leverage to see that pulling in, which will push the foot and the heel back into the shoe, preventing you from slipping forward and jamming your toe. With a regular hiking boot that it comes well above your ankle, You may want to use a surgeon's nut. So as you pull up your laces and you reach the point across the front of the ankle, we start to tie the laces. And you can see what we do here is just take it through twice. Once this is cinched up, you can start running up the shoe under the hooks, and then repeat this. Gone through once, through twice. Now you can see you have quite a bit of force here across that will help hold you back in the shoe. Then simply finish your lacing to the top. Some other important prevention tips are: keep your toenails clipped short. Avoid wearing socks that are too thick. Finally, be sure to purchase your socks when you buy your boots, and then stick to the same thickness when you replenish them. So next time you head out for a hike, check your boots to be sure they fit right. Review the lacing techniques I mentioned, and don't forget your first aid kit. Again, if you find this information helpful, please remember to like, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the bell so you can receive a notification every time I release a new video.